Ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages, your boy is here, and the chickens need to be counted, or something. As you know, I'm here to milk every bit of Nijisanji drama I can, and even I did not want to cover this one. So, Kyo made a video talking about how Nijisanji issued a Vtuber a cease and desist. That is right. For the first time since this entire massive drama with the dokibird Selen situation, Nijisanji is getting their hands dirty, bro, and going to court. Or not. They're just sending a cease and desist that might have them ending up in court, and it's a pretty insano story that, unfortunately, I didn't actually want to cover this. So many people in my chat were asking me my opinion, and therefore I decided I have no choice but to cover it. Now, I have one major reason why I didn't want to cover this, and this is simply because my opinion is kind of not like everyone else's on this one. Everyone and their mother was on one side when it comes to this specific situation. Rev, False, Kyo, Legal Mindset, everyone was literally united on this one drama, and my opinion is not like theirs. Which is why I didn't want to cover it, because that means I'm probably wrong. Alright, I literally am probably wrong by the fact that every single person that's looking into this is on the other side of history. Oh God, oh Lord, why am I doing this to myself? I should just be shut up and not deal with. Alright, let's see the situation. Alright, let's get into it. It's really ugly. Niji going to court and fuck. Let's see what we got.
So today we're going to be taking a look over at Raziel Warmonic, someone that we have looked at quite a bit on this channel, because if you didn't know, they are an ex-moderator of Nijisanji English's Luca Kanashiro, and someone that has released several bits of information regarding Luca as a person, and things they did for Luca as an ex-moderator.
Also should be noted, she was like, I don't remember exactly, 5-7 years older than him, and they originally met when he was, I could be totally wrong about this, but I remember Luca met her originally in a VR chat. He was like 17, she was like 25 or something. I could be totally wrong. And then she ended up becoming a mod for him later when he joined Nijisanji because they remained friends or something. The TLDR on that is he remained friends with her for a while. He eventually started ghosting her and shit. They had a very rocky relationship. They kept going back and forth. He kept ignoring her, then she ghosted him, then he ghosted her, then she said, I'm not dealing with you anymore. Then she messaged him again to make sure he's doing okay. And this whole back and forth, and she released a whole bunch of private info that Luca sent her over the years that looked really bad for Luca and for Nijisanji over time. For example, the fact that Niji Talent, whenever they release merch and they sign the merch, they don't even sign the merch. Their mods sign the merch. They don't even do that, which is borderline scammy-ish behavior, because you say you're signing it and you're not. You're obviously giving a product that you're not. And she ended up exposing all this in like a 50-page long document. Again, we'll save and reserve opinions for later. All these guys that cover these dramas, they like just covering it objectively. And I give my opinions, which is why they'll cover it objectively and they don't get canceled. And then I'll give my opinion. All right, let's just go.
Detailing facts that Luca had broke contract many times while inside of Nijisanji, especially after the contract for Nijisanji was revealed. Raziel made an entire document that was titled My Experience with Blank / Luca Kanashiro. They talked about their experience with Luca before he was even inside of Nijisanji and the relationship they had. In this document, she talks a lot about how Luca Kanashiro wasn't really that great of a person and the things that she did for Luca. But in it, she also acknowledges the fact that she wasn't the greatest person either. Now,
so everyone and their mother covered this. I covered this myself. I went through that entire document on stream. Out of all the Niji drama content that I've farmed, because Niji deserves to be farmed. What can I say? Out of all the farming I've done, that was probably my most controversial video. If you look at every single one of my Nijisanji coverage videos, that one was literally the worst received. Because I was a little critical of Raziel, her over here, who released this entire document and shit, because she's kind of a bad friend. Not gonna lie. Listen, as someone that's been backstabbed, she backstabbed the shit out of Luca, even though a lot of what she said was true. Like, if you look at my like-dislike ratio on all my Niji videos, they're basically 99% likes. This one specifically was 94% likes, because I was very technical calling her out on making this entire thing go. So anyway, Arrow Mage, thanks for the gifted sub.
The document was updated. It was removed from Google Docs, and she said, "I did not take down the document. It has been reported and forced to go offline. While I wait for a review on it, here are other ways to access the document." And she linked the Google Drive link, which you can find the document at, and then also linked False ID's video that went over the entire document. The document, by the way, was like
straight from the udders. We milk this shit, baby. Straight from the udder. Call me Homelander the way I milk Nijisanji from drama.
50 pages long and had a lot of detail in it.
Yeah, by the way, this is a totally random hot take, but I just want this to be on Nuxanor. Can all you VTuber drama guys actually cover some VTuber drama that's not happening in corporate places? Like, why did none of you guys talk about the Kenji stuff? Come on, guys! Report on everything, not just Niji. I understand they bring the big bucks, but like, come on. Come on.
And now the document had gone live in March of this year, but before it even went live or anyone knew about it, Raziel in February of this year, when all of the Nijisanji drama was going down, made a bunch of tweets regarding Luka Kaneshiro. Some of them being long as hell.
That's a long tweet. Don't care. Too much text.
Showing screenshots and stuff of the things that she did for Luka. Some of these being buildings and events and stuff.
See, I hate this. This, in my mind, when you show the amount of work you put into a relationship, like that she was his mod, the amount of work she put into all of this, it just makes me feel like it is purely and utterly backstabbing. If you were really this friendly with him and did all these things for him and all this shit, why the hell are you exposing him? Is he like a danger to other people? Is that what you're exposing? Because if so, that's legitimate. If he acted inappropriately and he's an asshole and he's manipulative and he's abusive and shit, expose the living shit out of him. But if he ghosted you when you did something nice to him, ain't no way that makes you a good friend.
That she did in Minecraft for Luka that Luka was supposed to be doing, like a competition Luka had going on with Pomu.
Yeah, she exposed a whole lot of shit that Luka allegedly was doing, but it turns out Luka wasn't doing those things. It turns out other stuff happened.
Raziel also showed off screenshots that Luka had sent of a manager admitting they would have been fired without the success of Luxium. And this
again, why are you releasing this stuff?
Manager said, "To be honest, I bet everything on Ian. If Ian had not succeeded, I would have been fired. So I'm extremely grateful for your daily cooperation."
Right. This is Luka showing his mod/friend, okay? Hi, mod/friend. Look at this. We saved this manager. And now the mod/ex-friend is making it public for what?
That being a clear breach of Nijisanji's contract, which Raziel had shown multiple times inside of that document.
And you're right, Luka shouldn't have shown it to you in private. It was actually Luka breaching the contract in private. But why are you throwing him under the bus for this? Oh my god. It's like if I'm talking to fucking Turkey Tom and I'm like, "Oh, hey Turkey Tom, how are you doing?" And Turkey Tom's like, "Oh, I didn't pay my taxes." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And then I go in public and I make a whole public tweet about how Turkey Tom doesn't pay taxes and he gets arrested by the IRS. That makes me a bitch, okay? True, he didn't pay taxes because technically legally he should have, but that makes me a bitch.
Luka did break contract a lot. Raziel also stating that Luka would send screenshots of private chats between the livers in their own private discords with no management to get her advice. Saying in this one, he was complaining about how no one aside from Shu was helping him plan out the first Luxium anniversary. Nothing crazy, just proof. And here on screen, I'm going to show that screenshot so you can read it if you would like to do so. Raziel had also shown off Article 6 of the contract once the Nijisanji contract was revealed by Legal Mindset like a couple months ago. With Article 6,
I did not leak it. Let it be known. I did not. Listen. This is coming from me. Maybe I have a little thing called integrity, and maybe that's why it bothers me so much that all this went down. But I had access to this contract for so long and didn't leak it. Okay? Because it's not my place to do so. The end.
And Party B shall not subcontract all or part of the Vtuber activities to a third party or jointly with a third party except with the prior written consent of Party A. In the event that Party B subcontracts all or part of the Vtuber activities to a third party or jointly conducts these activities with a third party in accordance with the provisions of the preceding paragraph, So
here you have Raziel, the mod of this Niji guy, revealing the contract that shows that he broke his contract by telling her personal shit. Actual loser.
B shall impose on such third party the same obligation.
Don't get me wrong, they're both losers. Luka shouldn't have broke the contract, that's one. All right, let me make this clear. Luka should not have broke the contract by showing Raziel. Raziel should not have leaked this to the public and get her ex-friend in trouble. Like, what the fuck, man?
Obligations as those of Party B set forth in this agreement, and shall be jointly and severally liable with such third party for the acts of such third party. With Raziel saying, I never saw the Nijisanji contract, but if this is true, this would make a lot of sense why he was so weirdly secretive about me and I wasn't allowed to speak to others at all, especially when trying to manage his projects outside of the Luxium Park. I was given his company email, which he told me he would be graduated if I told anyone.
By the way, the fact that we're all talking about Raziel right now is exactly what she wanted, right? You do realize that. She's doing all this for a drop of clout. She's fucking Thanosing it up over here. And, that's gross.
When I had it, but I needed it to access his Minecraft account. He also started clearing out our Discord messages. Just for reference, I tried multiple times to do this the quote right way by contacting Anycolor and Luca. I was not hostile, but they both
doing this the right way. What does that mean, doing this the right way? Why do you need to reach out to them? They do not need to reply to you. They are allowed to ignore and ghost you. Can you explain to me why any of this needed to happen? Everyone in chat saying, yeah, sure, Nux, you didn't leak the contract, bro. When I covered the actual contract, all right, after Legal Mindset leaked it, okay, Happy the lawyer consulted concurred the contract is essentially unenforceable in the US, can confirm Nux was not my source. Your boy did not leak it, okay? You did not leak it. I spoke to Legal Mindset before he released his video. I said, listen, I am not giving you the contract. Please get it from somewhere else. I want it revealed, but I am not a leaker. Just saying. Your boy is clean.
Ignored or ghosted me. I was merely trying to sort things out privately, but Luca refuses to acknowledge my existence now outside of taxes,
and he doesn't need to acknowledge your existence. Yes, maybe he's a shitty guy, but who the hell are you? Another shitty guy.
He still won't even address me by name. But yes, I more or less managed Luca before Nijisanji, and that continued into him being Luca. Not only did I do projects, I often advised on his game choices, made popular game lists for him, and more. Tweets, stream ideas, kept him on track for streaming. I literally would wake him up or had to convince him.
It's all of this. It's like, I was so important, and he abandoned me, and therefore, I'm gonna expose everything in his entire life. Yeah, great person.
To stream a lot as both Luca and Luca, make rules for his stream and more. I wasn't just a mod, and Anycolor did not know about my activities, as I did try to reach out to them multiple times to be advised on certain situations and how to proceed.
You don't work for Nijisanji. They do not need to respond to you. Again, I'm gonna get in trouble for this because I know everyone hates Nijisanji. I hate Nijisanji. Oh god.
Such as the ring fit stuff, but Luca nor Anycolor was interested in helping. I mean it when I said I felt like a ghost.
Okay, so do something else with your life. Why are you exposing your friend? Dude, why am I the only one here that's saying this shit? I don't understand. For me, I'm happy she released this stuff because, you know, it's info that more information is always nice. But from her perspective, how much of an asshole do you have to be to do this?
So, Raziel has revealed a lot of stuff that is alleged. Some people believe it, some people don't believe it, even with the screenshots. So, you know, it's all alleged information. No one knows if it's really true or not. But after all this,
releasing a lot of alleged information. You know what I would do if I was Nijisanji?
It's in a couple months passing, and Raziel kind of just going quiet on the Lucas situation. Raziel yesterday tweeted out, I was just served a cease and desist from Anycolor Inc. in paper. I fully intend to comply with it as I have until now, and will continue into the future. That is all I will share on the matter. Thank you.
So this is the big story. Nijisanji actually sent a cease and desist, which is a legal notice to make her stop talking or go to court. Actually sent her a cease and desist. Now, everyone is covering this shit, and when you see the responses for everybody, that's where I felt like I didn't actually want to cover the situation because I know that I'm going to have a different take than a lot of people.
Oh, Nijisanji has served Raziel with a cease and desist, likely due to the things that Raziel revealed about Luca Kaneshiro. Now, for people that don't really know what the cease and desist is, because some people are confused on what it is and think that because the cease...
Let's go, Bunny Man. I was literally about to pull up the definition to prove my point.
And desist was sent, it just means that everything that Raziel said is true, and that's not really the case.
No! A cease and desist is not an acknowledgement of honesty. No! A cease and desist is to make you shut up, because what you're saying is bad for the company, whether it's true or slanderous. A cease and desist is not a confirmation. A cease and desist is just an acknowledgement that you're hurting their reputation in some way. Okay? That is important to know.
A cease and desist is a written notice demanding that the recipient immediately stop an illegal or allegedly illegal activity. A cease and desist can be sent for many reasons, such as copyright infringement, they believe the party is defaming someone or spreading lies. They can be sent for many different reasons. With that said, many people are tweeting out about the situation.
This is crazy. Any color keeps keeping its black company status. I could not believe when I saw this. Look, I like Legal Mindset a lot, okay? I've collabed with him. I've been on his channel. He's been on my channel. We've been on a podcast together. And he's been on the Some Ordinary podcast. I like him a lot, okay? This is from a perspective of me. And in regards to Nijisanji, I literally agree with him that Nijisanji is a very scummy company. I could not believe this tweet. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. As far as all the cringe shit that Nijisanji pulls, and they pull a lot of cringe shit. They pull a lot of black company shit. They are manipulative and gross with the way they abuse people and twist people to forcing them to following their contracts, to slandering them, to harassing them. I don't know if them sending a cease and desist is the worst thing in the world. Obviously, it's not something I would ever do. I mean, unless it's very important. But if I was in Niji's place, I would not do that. But I get it. Them protecting their talent is literally the point of the company. What's the point of Nijisanji, right? You give your people a platform, an ability to make money, and also to protect your talent. That is part of what a VTuber agency's job is. Obviously, doing it with a cease and desist is very heavy-handed, and it's not how I would go through with it. But with all the shit Razia leaked and said, and maybe is true and maybe isn't true, sending a cease and desist actually does kind of make sense to me. But and this is the thing that everyone's been literally going the opposite direction as me. Everyone thinks that this is like the worst thing Nijisanji's ever done. That they send a cease and desist to some random mod that was saying shit about them. They leaked a ton of internal information, stuff that they should have never had access to. They made Luca look absolutely terrible. And sending a cease and desist, I don't want to say it's justified, but it's not the worst thing they've done.
Like Legal Mindset saying any color keeping its black company status. Someone said, don't worry kids, next week they'll announce another wave so the damage will be negligible, the yacht will be safe and stuff. Or something like that. I don't know if Kurosanji. Someone else said Kurosanji proved the document was real because they sent a cease and desist, and again,
it doesn't prove the document's real, but realistically most of the document was probably real. Was it stupid to send a cease and desist? Yes, you don't handle online discourse by suing people into silence. That just Streisand's affect people into believing it's real and noticing it. It was an incredibly dumb move, but dumb is not the same as malicious and evil. I hate the malicious evil things Niji does. The dumb stuff is much more forgivable.
Doesn't necessarily prove that it's real, but many people are going to believe that it's real because
I believed it's real.
They sent this cease and desist. Now, mind you, Raziel did provide a lot of screenshots that kind of prove some of the things that she was saying, so whether you believe it or not is completely up to you. But others said, reminder that Luca Kaneshiro broke several terms in the Niji contract, and other livers were terminated for far, far less. But
I think it's important for everyone to know what's actually going on, though, with these contracts. The contract doesn't work that if you break the contract, you get fired. The contract is so vague so that if they want to fire you for every reason, because you're a PR disaster in one way or another, the contract will give them an excuse to fire you. That's how the contracts are designed. They are designed that they will always be able to fire everyone. It is so vague that they can always throw these things at people to fire them if they wanted to. When they fired Zion from Nijisanji and they threw the entire book at her, the whole filing cabinet of her with a laundry list of crimes that she committed, most of them were bullshit. Okay? Most of them were just random cringe that everyone has done. Nijisanji's contract exists to give them the ability to fire anyone they want whenever they want. Not that they will necessarily do that if let's say their reputation is good or whatever, but to let them do it. So even though Luca broke several terms, it doesn't mean Nijisanji will fire him. It just means if they ever want to fire him, they will have so many reasons to do so. It's important to get that hammered down a little bit. Right? Because they didn't fire Sayu or Zion when she broke the contract the first time, or the second time, or the third time. It was only after 15 times when they decided, you know what? Let's throw everything at her. But this part's just true. There is no favoritism in Nijisanji. Vox Akama, yeah, that is aging like fine wine.
But because he's a golden boy from Luxium, Kurosanji is defending their moneymaker. Quote unquote, there is no favoritism in Nijisanji from Vox Akuma. Now, there are a lot of Nijisanji fans actually happy that this person was sent to sea.
Okay, this is also crazy. What the fuck, dude? You're gonna accuse someone as a groomer with no evidence. I mean, it's happened to everyone, but you can't do that. That's insane. You see, the reason why I feel like I am at odds with everyone else commentating on this situation is I feel like everyone hates Niji, but not everyone hates Raziel. I hate both of them. God damn it. That's me, the universal hater. Haters just gonna hate, bro.
Cease and desist, saying LMFAO, that's what you get, you groomer ass bitch, calling Raziel a groomer. Another person saying LOL, praying for your downfall, groomer ass bitch.
Oh my god, everyone's going for this. That's crazy. How can you do that?
Another person said, oh, by the way, a big company wouldn't file anything if they didn't have any proof to back it up. They would have stayed silent, which is completely untrue.
Completely untrue, of course. Big companies threaten people into all the time. This is like such a bad take.
It continued on though, saying, so instead of whining about favoritism, how about you just accept the fact that Luca was doxxed, groomed, and
oh my god, you were crazy. These people are all insane. They're literally all crazy. How do you call someone a groomer with no evidence? How the fuck do you do that?
The victim.
Raziel should sue the shit out of these guys.
So yeah, a company can and will send a cease and desist as a scare tactic.
I got a cease and desist when I remember when I I told people to go rate interspecies reviewers at 10 out of 10 on my anime list. I got a cease and desist when that was going down. Like, how dare you tell people to rate it a 10 out of 10? Obviously, there's no grounds to fucking sue me for that. And it was very funny. I promptly used that cease and desist to wipe my ass the next time I took a shit. But like, when that happened, it was such a joke. And obviously, there's no legal reason to do that. Now, again, I am not fully sure it was actually my anime list that sent the cease and desist. It might have been someone else that was trying to make it themselves look like my anime list that did that. I looked at it again after, and I was like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It feels weird to me that Mal would actually do it, and I think it was probably just some Mal mod that hated me that personally did it and said that it was Mal just to scare me, which didn't work.
We don't even really know what the cease and desist letter says. It could just be because of copyright infringement of Luca Kanashiro's model and all of the stuff that Raziel had shown. As of right now, we don't really know, but Raziel is wanting to stay quiet on this situation.
Duh!
More people are saying it's fun watching the Niji sisters cheer because they're too dumb to realize Nijisanji just self-sabotage itself for the sake of being petty.
That's true. Niji is getting another wave of hate now for suing a random fucking mod, which is such a stupid move! But as far as who you sue, like, I mean, this is just classic Nijisanji doing Nijisanji shit.
Another one said, Luca, the golden boy, is untouchable. This just proves that everything that Raziel said is true, and there is no consequences for their golden boy for breaking the rules. No favoritism, huh, Vox? So yeah, with this situation...
every time I see, like, Kyo or one of these guys show one of the brain-dead random Twitter people's opinions, it makes my brain unfurl. I feel like I'm getting a lobotomy in real time reading these people's takes. Raziel's an asshole for leaking shit. A lot of it is only alleged, not proved. Niji is an asshole for suing, but realistically, that is not the worst thing they did. They're protecting their talent, which is what they should be doing with everyone. Yes, obviously, there is favoritism to Nijisanji. No, Nijisanji doesn't have to fire anyone that breaks the contract. It's just there for them to do it if they want to. And here I am, sitting here, watching absolute brain rot arguments on Twitter, people that have no idea what they're talking about, posturing, calling people's groomers without evidence. How do you do that? No, I'm telling you, this entire community is just brain rot. The Niji haters and the Niji lovers, y'all crazy. You need to sit down. And I'm a Niji hater, so I'm talking to myself here too. I need to sit down. Oh,
Raziel being sent a cease and desist. A lot of people are just immediately saying that Nijisanji has proved that that document is real, and everything that Raziel has said is real because they sent a cease and desist. Why else would they do that? And yesterday on Twitter, I talked about this a little bit, and I said that people have kind of forgotten about this situation, or just completely just stopped caring about the Luca Kanashiro stuff that Raziel had talked about. But them sending a cease and desist now, and it being out of this,
hello, Streisand effect. They just woke everyone up. That's why it's such a bad move. Dude, if every time someone made a hate tweet against me, I would actually send them a cease and desist letter, I would look like the biggest pussy on the internet. You see a hate tweet with 40,000 likes saying, I wish Nux died like too mad, and I actually sent the guy a cease and desist, I would literally look like the biggest fucking loser in the universe.
Cease and desist was sent only makes people look back on the situation and believe it's real, or bring it up more entirely and bring it more to the public, which is kind of what I did with this video. So really, Nijisanji's only shooting themselves in the leg with this.
100%. bro's actually cooking. He's right.
It's just going to continue fucking them over even more. Now, I do want to note that they could have filed the cease and desist and sent it a while ago.
But they did. They absolutely did. They probably filed it right when it happened, and she just got it in the mail now, and now everyone's waking up. That's definitely what happened.
But it took forever to go through and be sent. So that could be what happened. They could have been trying to silence her before any of this stuff was outed. Who knows? Either way.
I doubt it. I think it was right after she dropped the document that they wrote up the cease and desist. She just got it now, and literally they woke everything up again.
A cease and desist was sent, and a lot of people are pissed off about it. So that's all we really have on it. I'll be talking more about this.
So the reason why I didn't really want to cover this so much personally was because I think as far as the things Niji actually did, this is not nearly the most egregious. Like, not even close. The company actually going out to defend their talent. I mean, realistically, it's to defend themselves, but it's also to defend their talent. That's what I want to see in VTuber agencies, you know? Like when I worked with VShojo on catching that doxer guy, obviously we got law enforcement involved and all that shit, and that was really awesome. That was important. That was actually trying to, you know, protect VTubers, which is what you'd think joining an agency would do. And I don't think a cease and desist is literally, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I just think it's undeniably incredibly stupid. I think this is one of those situations where literally everyone in the situation is just a bad person. Like, just, how do you, there's no one to root for here. You root for me, the guy pulling a Homelander and milking Nijisanji straight from the teat. Subscribe for more Nijisanji milkage, and bye. If you made it to the end, click one of these two videos, which also will definitely get me canceled. See you live on King. Stay weird, fam.